Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW but you already know that. We are currently on an escape trajectory out of Minmus, which means run test. Run test. Run test. Excuse me? Oh, hall. Good. No problem. Run test. Shut down. Run test. Shut down. Easy. What I want to do here is basically just slow down a notch. So we can call this an orbit. That's just 155 meters per second. It's like literally nothing. I said, not that... Next to Minmus, nothing takes any kind of delta V. Because this thing has such a low escape velocity. This is the next thing to happen. I'm glad it is. As I said, we can easily land this thing and come back. I'm not going to do it, but we can. Close the alarm and pause. Z. X. Orbit. And then just bring him back. And that's easy as well. Just go here. And burn out in a way that... Oh. We can basically do this from here. I was turning around. Keep this up. Something between that would be nice. 40, yeah. Node burn in 4 minutes. You sure about that? That's 4 minutes away. Heck. That's another 151. And the rest can be used to slow down at Kerbin. Z. And X. My periapsis is probably like negative right now. Kill this. Turn around. Get my periapsis back. Back to above ground, if possible. 44, that's perfect. Set an alarm for here. And come back. Close the alarm now. Pause. Okay. Close. Kill that. We should have enough electric charge for this, but I'm still gonna keep this up until we're like above the atmosphere. Hold retrograde. And Z. And then we do this, and then we do this. Those are set to deploy when safe. So, just in case. That's our debris burning up over there. Good. And we are landing in the water, NASA style. Just without the flotation devices. Perks of having such a blunt end. We're way below 1,000 meters per second even before hitting the thicker parts of the atmosphere. Because this thing has so much drag. Oops. This is a little bit glitchy here. Like, that's clipping through. Shouldn't. Yeah. Chutes are easily safe. And we're going down into the water. All I really want for this is to swim, by the way. Please swim. Because there's nothing really a lot more annoying than having Kerbal Deep Sea program going on and waiting for this to fucking reach the bottom of the ocean. Because if that does that, I'm going to leave 4 times time warp on and leave this like running for the rest of the day. Because otherwise we won't be able to do anything about it. Very sedate pace of 3.7 meters per second. Water lining should be fine at that. I don't know what the problem with the graphics there is, by the way. That happens sometimes. And landed, and it's floating. Good. Recover vessel. I guess the adapter part was a pretty big floating device. Because it's pretty much hollow. That's that. That's that. That's that. And that's tourists successfully brought home. Boom, 3.5 million. And that's without even having the Grand Tour done. Which brings another 2 million, so we should have 5 million. So, or close to 6 million, which should be more likely to be able to sustain the entirety of the refueling launches, which is going to be the first thing we do for the EVE thing. Either way, first of all, we need to do the Grand Tour, and that's going to take a while. I'm probably going to go ahead and record the entire Grand Tour up until 317 days from now, when the hot seat to Duna arrives at Duna, which is probably going to happen earlier than the Grand Tour. Also, the next EVE window is probably not going to happen until like 2 years in the future? 3 years? 2 years? Yeah, probably 2 years. Or a year. I don't know how often we got EVE windows. Anyway, until then, I don't know whether we'll be able to send our thing yet, but we'll see about that. Either way, I'll see you in the next episode. That's a short one. I think we're going to do the Grand Tour encounter with Minmus first. Yeah. 15-minute episode of KSP is not a full episode. That's half an episode. Grand Tour fly. Nine days. Close the lamina, pause. It wasn't even paused. Never mind. Fly by Minmus. And then go back down here. Get out of Minmus and Sphere of Influence first. Oh, the Sentinel also has mapped 11 out of 20 of the things. That's useful. Close the alarm. Okay. If I go ahead and say add periapsis, we're going to speed this up so we can go towards Duna. We're not going to use that at periapsis. I want this to be kind of parallel to the orbit of Kerbal, so like something like stop it. This without the going up, if possible. That's 600 meters per second for a potential encounter of Duna eventually. Because if we set target on Duna, then ascending node is there, good. Then that's almost an encounter. Wonder if I can tweak that to be one. Nah. That would need to be way too much of a burn. But I can wait on this orbit for an encounter with Duna. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to aim at the maneuver node. Nicely enough, that is still the next thing to happen. 700 meters per second should be fine. Close the aluminum, pause C. That's way better from an episode length standpoint, by the way. We'll see how we tweak that in the next episode. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWDadmin. Bye.